Hey Facebook Live, I've got my beautiful music playing now that I'll play for us. My lovely Unstoppable song from Sia, Nella Chikwe here, CEO and founder of the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose. So we'll just ease in for a while. How do you know if you're living your life on purpose? What are the tips? How do you gauge? What's your barometer? What are the key steps, or what's the signals to know that you're living your life on point? I just wanted to give you a bit of a tip from myself and my own journey over the years. Is when you get feedback from your clients and you get feedback from the people that you are serving and enriching in their lives and in their walk. I've been privileged in 2016 for this particular year, birthing in May the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose, an opportunity to be able to raise up women leaders around the world through a simple step of a global anthology, allowing their voices to be heard and their vision to expand, and giving them that sacred space to be able to share their profound story, because every story matters, and to enable them to expand their own life and business vision and push themselves beyond limits. And I've been that vessel for them to be able to move and become that formidable force of possibility. So it's an absolute privilege and honour to have been given that platform to raise them up and allow them to have that visibility around the world and share their moments of truth and moments of vulnerability. And hi Madeline, my beautiful branding and lifestyle photographer. Thank you for making me look beautiful and just accentuating my inner beauty and outer beauty. So thank you, darling. Thank you that you've joined me. But for anyone else around the world, I know the time zone's a little bit crazy, but whenever you do watch this, I just hope that you're encouraged to know that you are on point and you are fulfilling your purpose when you've inspired people around you, when they give you wonderful feedback, because your clients, the people around you, your associates, the people that collaborate with you, they gauge and they'll give you their own feedback. So feedback matters. With feedback, you can fuel your purposes even and make it even more enriching, and use that as a barometer for your success. So when you know that you're getting testimonials from people around the world and you've inspired them and they're giving you feedback and they're thanking you for what you've done, to giving them that platform and that space to be able to move forward in their career, in their business and profession, you know you're living your life on purpose because you feel fulfilled. And a little tip about living life on purpose, that you would do it no matter the cost. You will make the endless sacrifices, that you live and breathe it, that if you never got $1 out of your purpose, you would still do it anyway. There's a little tip there. There's a secret to know that you're living your life on purpose. If I was to really surmount and just add up all the hours I spend as an entrepreneur and pouring into my gifts into lives of women around the globe, it would probably be over 100 hours a week, if that. But do I feel it? No, because I'm divinely hustling. I am inspired. I am there to fulfill my purpose and enrich other women's lives and allow them to be unstoppable in their life, in their family, in their career, in all that they've been destined to do in life. So for anyone that's joined us, thank you, welcome. But the reality is you need to live your life on purpose, because your gifts that have been given to you are for someone else to be enriched. Your gifts are not to be hoarded. Your gifts are not to be remaining still dormant and just laying low. And it's not meant to be just for yourself. We're here on this earth to make a difference, no matter how small, no matter how big it may be. Everybody benefits from our own gifts. Just test yourself with a simple gesture. If you smile at someone in the street, or you just say thank you, when some people most often than not in life of customer service these days, more often than not, a thank you or a please is hardly or seldom readily available these days. So people are just on their phones and they're just rushing out in life and just chasing the next best thing. But we're always time poor these days. But if you ever smile at someone, you'd more often than not find that they'll smile back. They'll probably be a little bit dumbfounded or surprised because they're not used to that in this society that we're in at the moment, in this fast-paced world of busyness. But if you stop and smile and thank somebody, genuinely stop and thank them, you wouldn't believe what that smile could do for them. No one knows what people go through. So that's a gauge that people need to have that exchange. So you've gifted them your smile, and in return, you've enriched their day. They could have had the worst morning with your smile, or even have a great day. That could have changed their perspective for the remaining of their afternoon and evening. That could have shifted their paradigm. That could have given them a very enlightened and empowered day. So I know I'm on purpose. Why? The feedback I get from my clients, the feedback I get from the women that I collaborate with. Your gifts are to be imparted. And when you impart, you will influence. And when you share your gifts, you impact. And when you impact, that's when you prosper. That's when you profit. So you need to give. And as they say, when you stand to give, you don't stand alone. But if you stand to take, you will stand alone. And if you just keep the gifts within and sing an unsung song and leave this earth knowing that you had great ordained gifted gifts, because we're all uniquely and wonderfully made. And if we don't use those gifts and see the return on our investment, and what I mean by that, not just in an investment scenario, when you give a gift to somebody, it enriches their lives, which in return is a dividend back to you. Because it's a reminder that you are on point. It's a reminder because it will fulfill you. It'll give you the joy. It'll keep pushing you to keep going further and to keep going further. So I encourage everybody out there that's still soul searching and still looking for something to do more, be more, and make that difference. Tap within. Spend time for yourself. Pray, meditate. Go and do some exercise, but have some quiet time for yourself to be able to know that it's not about us. It's not about us. It's about the people around the world that need our individual gifts. And let me tell you, another gauge to know that you're on purpose and that you're on point, more often than not, you get a lot of naysayers. You get a lot of people telling you what you can't do or what you shouldn't do, or you get those silent spectators, the people that just watch you on the sidelines, and you know, if you fall, oh well, so be it. If you're doing well, they'll still remain quiet and they will just watch you from the sidelines. Use that as fuel. Your naysayers is a gauge that you're on point. The people that tell you you can't do it is a gauge. It's a barometer to let you know there is a way you can make it happen. You can find a way. Well, little tip, number one, you can get out of your own way because sometimes we are our worst enemy. So I encourage you to just be you. Keep being you. Keep doing you. But in the midst of that, think of what you can do in your current space, in your life, in your business, in your profession, whatever you've been called to do in your life, your own purpose. Be the best you can be at it. Give it your all and everything else with it in over and above. Do more than you can. Because when you do, trust me, the returns are huge. They're expansive. And when you have an avalanche of women that I'm collaborating with and women that I've enriched in their lives through my power of my story and giving them the platform to be global and have their voices to be heard globally. and to have them have some divine shifts occur in their lives, in their businesses, and suddenlies, and new clients coming in and pouring in, and all because I chose to step out of my own way and live my life on purpose, serve others, enrich other women's life, train, equip, empower them, enlighten them, and allow them to hold their own torch and shine it bright on other people to pay it forward. The returns are my investment for my time, my effort, and the gifts that I've been called to do outweighs the hustle. It outweighs the times that you don't sleep in the middle of the night, when you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, when you are living and breathing that vision that was once birthed, but you need to see it to full fruition. The Unstoppable Woman of Purpose first volume anthology, global anthology, will be published on the 1st of February 2017. Ladies around the world, you need to watch us, you need to see us online, but more importantly, you need to grab hold of that book. And of course, it'll be on social media, so you'll be able to grab it online through Amazon and all the other online retailers. So I encourage you to empower yourself. Live life on purpose. You know that you're on purpose, and I'll show you how and tell you how, is because you get the feedback back. The feedback comes back to you. And when you see other people's lives enriched because you've poured something into them by imparting your gifts, you're living your life on purpose. When you know that you will do that, where it wakes you up, where you go to sleep and you think about it, and where it pulls you, it keeps pulling you, no matter the adversity, no matter the naysayers, no matter the negative people that come into your life, into your business, because they will always come. So just get ready for it, expect it. But the more they come, the more and more you know you're catapulting to the next level. You are living your life on purpose, because people will always watch other people. But the reality is you can only be yourself. Life is not about competition. Life is not about comparison. And life is certainly not about compromising on your own integrity, compromising on your own vision, compromising on your own values, your own beliefs, what you've been called to do in life. So ladies, I encourage you to just be empowered, be unstoppable. No matter what, be that formidable force of possibility to your community. Be the best mum, the best sister, the best sibling, the best client, the best entrepreneur, the best visionary. Be unbreakable, be unshakable, be unmovable. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to create the change that you want to see. More often than not, in my corporate career, there were so many things that were lacking that I wanted the change, but the CEO certainly didn't want to do that. That was his vision. And I had to realize I'm living someone else's vision. I'm working their vision for them. I had to soon realize I am the visionary. I am the entrepreneur. I am the woman that can shape and change my dreams. I am the one that can reach my own destiny. And more often than not, we have to get out of our own space. We've got to get out of our own mind. We've got to take captive those thoughts that come into our mind to say, oh, do it tomorrow. Or don't worry about it. Oh, you don't really need to do this. No one needs to hear your message. Or your story doesn't matter. Or who's going to do this? There's so much competition out there. There's only one Nella Chikwe. I can guarantee you. There's only one Nella Chikwe for Melbourne, Australia. There might be the same name. There could be. I don't know. I've got to Google it. But there could be the same Nella. There could be another Chikwe, guaranteed. But there will only be one Nella Chikwe. There will only be one Doris Douglas. There will only be one Krista Jennings. There will only be one powerhouse, Anita M. Jackson, Dr. Anita Jackson, a wonderful, powerful woman, an unstoppable woman, an entrepreneur that I was privileged to co-author in her Success Secrets for the Feminine Entrepreneur that was launched in October this year. We women need to stand up for ourselves. We women need to stand up for our vision. Our vision counts. Our vision, our purpose counts. We cannot be derailed. We cannot be deterred. Instead, we need to be determined. We need to have that unwavering drive to move forward no matter what the obstacles that will present themselves to us. They will always come. We can never stop that tap from coming. But the reality is when you have people tell you and they give you their feedback, and that feedback is nothing but positive and saying, thank you for changing my life. Thank you for coming into my world. I've got one of my dearest co-authors from the UK, Rebecca. I had a deep and meaningful, tearful conversation with her recently. She just said, Nella, you've changed my world. You've changed my world. You don't understand what you've done for me. I had to step back a moment. I'm like, did I really do that? Because that is your barometer. That is your gauge to know I'm living life on purpose. I'm living on point. When you make a difference, when you're there to stand to inspire them with your story, with your calling, with your movement, when you're there to influence them by sharing them your own gifts and training, equipping and empowering them with those gifts, giving them what they don't have. Remember, when you're serving someone, more often than not, you're serving someone that hasn't been in your shoes. You've been in their shoes, but they haven't walked your path. You are 1 or 2 or 3 steps ahead of them. So you need to tell them what they should do. You should give them the shortcuts of what not to do. That's the reality. So in life, give it your all. Stand to give. Stand to serve. Be on purpose. Be passionate with your purpose. When you're passionate with your purpose, more often than not, that's another indicator that you're living life on purpose. When you wake up and all you're doing is thinking about it, and you know no matter how difficult those tasks may be or how tiresome it can take, how time consuming the investment involved, when you tick it all together and you put it all together, interwove it, and then you gift that to somebody and they open up that gift, which is your gift you've given them, and they're enriched, you're living life on purpose. You're living your passion. And more often than not, people's passion is their business. People's passion is their purpose. How many people started a hobby because they absolutely loved it, and they would start from their garage? They would start from home. And before you know it, they're pioneering a multi-billion, $1 million corporation. You got to start with your passion. Thank you, Doris, for the hearts. Thank you so very much. I'm humbled by that. We are each uniquely and wonderfully made. Absolutely, Doris. Absolutely. Hey, Krista. Absolutely. So live your life on purpose. I encourage you. Be empowered. Be you. Be more. Be that change catalyst. Be that difference maker. It's okay to be unique. You don't have to fit the boxes. You don't have to conform to that of other people. You only have to be the best version of yourself. That's all you're called to be. Not to compare, not to compete, not looking to your left, not looking to your right, but just looking straight ahead, moving forward. And for me, it's moving forward and fixing my eyes above. Fixing my eyes to my Creator, who's given me these gifts that enrich the people's lives around the globe. I am here as the CEO and founder of the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose. I am here as an author, as a speaker, as a trainer, a visionary, thought leader, entrepreneur, visionary, change agent, change catalyst, difference maker. I'm here to make a difference in the lives of women, to allow them to be unstoppable in life and in business, whether it's their ministry, whatever it might be, but to be unstoppable, that where you leave your presence, it will be felt. When you leave someone, they'll always remember you. And if they do, you're living your life on purpose. You're living your life on point. So ladies, whoever's on, whoever watches me later on, be blessed to be a blessing. Your gifts are not for yourself. Your purpose is to enrich others. We are on Facebook Live now because somebody had a dream to impact the world. Mark Zuckerberg and a few other of his visionary university mates were spending endless hours in a dorm, in an apartment during university years, came up with a vision and said, this can make a difference in the world. Mark Zuckerberg is the most humble bloke ever. Who's enriching? Who is he enriching? He's enriching us right now. Many companies have made billions of dollars through Facebook. Online marketing business is a multi-billion-dollar, industry. We make money online. We can be online entrepreneurs. It's a given. He made it possible. Bill Gates, the big www website, he made it possible for us to be able to do business online, to be able to email somebody, to be able to commute. I don't need to leave Australia to contact 80% of my authors, my co-authors in my book that are from America, that are from Canada, Jamaica, that are from the UK. 80% of the women in my book are international. I didn't have to get on a plane. I just used someone's vision that was serving the world. What are you doing to serve the world? What are you doing to make a difference in your area? Whether it is to be a mother, what are you doing to enrich your motherhood duties? What are you doing in your community? What are you doing with your neighbors? If that's your purpose, then be the best at it. Don't shortcut yourself. Don't compromise. Don't look to other people. Don't compare. Just be the best you. It's all you can be. If you do that, you will live a very fulfilled life, a joyful life with peace, grace, harmony, success, prosperity, and abundance. I wish everyone that watches this an abundant life and business. I wish you nothing but the best, but I challenge you to do more. Dig deep, give more, because the more you give, your returns are powerful. Powerful. So keep being unstoppable. If you have any questions, raise it. So Doris has got. We each have something to contribute to the world. We sure do. And we can do it if we push ourselves and push through the fear. Remember, ladies, fear is false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. More often than not, we cripple our own self. We create our own fear. What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? Feel the fear and do it anyway. Whenever you have that fear, that is your gauge to do it. Whenever you want to procrastinate on something or on a particular task, it means do it now. It doesn't mean tomorrow. It should have been yesterday, but it means do it now. Push yourself. The more you push yourself, you will be pulling more towards yourself and leaning forward to your calling. You'll be leaning forward to your calling. And when you do that, life is amazing. Life is just unstoppable. The world is our oyster. You've broken the glass ceiling. You're moving mountains. But you gotta push in order to pursue your success. You gotta keep pushing. Success doesn't happen overnight. It means hustle. It means hard work. It means sacrifices. It comes with it. That's why not everybody's an entrepreneur. They can't do it. It takes guts. It takes challenges. You need to move mountains. You need to push through. You need to be on point. You need to be on purpose every day. You need to look at your vision every day. There are days you wake up and you say, I don't want to do it. I can't be bothered. That's okay for a brief moment. That's all right. But give it a second chance. Keep going. Keep moving. Because you don't know how many people you're impacting by getting on Facebook Live. Stopping your day for a brief moment. I've just stopped my day for a brief moment. I've got an endless amount of tasks to do. But I thought I'll pop in right now and see if I can encourage you, inspire you, influence you, and hopefully you can impact others. Pay it forward. I challenge you, pay it forward. Share this with your community. Every one of you, share it. See what happens. See what kind of difference you can make. Be on purpose. You know when you're on purpose because people give you feedback. When your clients and when your collaborators and when your people that are collaborating with you, your partners for success, give you the feedback, you know you're on purpose. When they're happy and you've lightened up their purpose, when you've ignited their soul, when you've put a spark in their eye again, when you've seen positive physical changes in their life and in their business, when they've gained new clients because you showed up and you helped them, when they've prospered in their family, when they've got stronger, tight-knit relationships with their family and their children and their partners, their friends, their social circle, and they say, Nella, because of you, this happened. Because you came into my space, this happened to me. Create a community. Create a tribe of people that you are pouring into because they give you their own feedback and their feedback matters. Their voice matters, so does your voice matter. Every one of our voices matter. We matter no matter what. Not everyone has what it takes, Doris. My clients are in the entertainment industry and I can tell the ones that aren't going to make it. Absolutely. Well, I've been in the public speaking arena for over 15 years and I've seen so many people that have the desire to want to be a powerful presenter and speaker. But there are some people, no matter what gifts you give them, no matter what tips you give them, you know that's not their calling. That's not their purpose. They may want to do it, whether they will succeed, some most often than not do because they push themselves. More often than not, you may not have a skill, but you can acquire that skill. But that innate gift that you have, I've been a born speaker right from time. I remember being a speaker when I was 3-4 years old, singing around the lounge room with my family. I always knew that I was very theatrical. I've already known that I've got charisma. I've already known that I've had that oozing confidence right from time. So by being that speaker, that global speaker, and being the trainer, that facilitator, the one that can train, equip, and empower and impart my own learnings, my own wisdom and knowledge, that's an innate gift. I'm subconsciously competent at it. It doesn't mean you can't acquire it. It doesn't mean you can't be excellent at it. You can, absolutely. But is that your purpose? Or is that just something else that you want to learn to add to your gifting? Because if that's the case, then that's great. But don't miss your purpose. That's my topic for today. Live your purpose. If you live your purpose, you will always be encouraged. You will always be empowered. But it lies within you. Don't let your gifts be dormant any longer. Unleash that greatness within you. Unleash that unstoppable, fabulous, and fierce woman in you. And male, anyone that watches this, just keep doing you. Keep being you. Don't look to your left or to your right. Give life your absolute all. Give it all. Because if you do, life gives it back to you. Until next time, keep being unstoppable. Live your life on purpose, your life on point. You can find me on Facebook at Nella Chikwe Speaks. NELLACHIKWE Speaks. SPEAKS. Because I speak all the time. Speaking on stage, inspiring, influencing, and impacting. Be blessed to be a blessing. The Unstoppable Woman on Purpose. Watch that space. 1st of February, the book will be published. It's just one volume with over 30 authors, co-authors around the globe, sharing what made them conquer life and business with confidence and certainty. Take a hold of that, grab that, and hopefully you'll be able to see us at our live events for 2017 and our online events. Take care. Follow me on Facebook if you're not my friend. If you are, great. A shout out from me to you. But if not, follow me and watch this space. Let's move mountains together. Let's continue to be unstoppable. Until next time, bye-bye.